My name is Michael Armstrong, and I've been here since July 17th, a little bit over a year. And I've accomplished all the goals I've set and some. And I am continuing to complete more goals, healing my body, mind, and spirit from the damage that's been done from the street life.
Or just, gang.
Well, I feel better living this good life.
That's wonderful. Me too.
My name's Sean. I lost track of the time I've been here. No, I don't even count. But yeah, here to change my life and do a positive way.
I'm Christine, and I'm a miracle, and I live for God.
I'm Zach, and I got here yesterday.
Welcome back.
Welcome, Zach.
I'm Rachel. We got here almost a month ago, and I just got my phone yesterday, so I'm pretty excited.
Right on.
Went to the DMV and got good news. I just have one failure to appear, and then I can get my driver's license back.
Good.
So,
Sweet.
I'm Cindy, and I used to be a chronic relapser. I've been here 4.5 months, and I'm learning to pace myself, and I'm doing good at it.
Good job.
My name's Jamie, and I got here 2 days ago. Thank you guys for welcoming me and allowing me to come in here and help change my life.
I'm Tori. I've been here 13 weeks, and I'm appreciating every minute of it.
I'm Cindy Rose. I've been here 3.5 months, and I have accomplished a lot. Sobriety is key to this whole process for me, and I am grateful to be here.
I'm Michelle Talagod, and I just got out of prison like 5 days ago, and I did 19 months, so just everything is just, I can't say enough. I'm just truly grateful, and the blessings are abundant, and God is good all the time, and my knowledge has increased. I mean, I pray for knowledge and increase, and it just keeps coming, and I'm just so grateful.
I'm Colleen. I think I've been around for like 10 years here in this environment, and I'm just grateful to be here. And yeah, love it. Love you all. Is that about right? I don't track time. I'm real bad like that. I'm not bad like that. That's just what
For some of us,
I'm good like that. Too busy focused on the present.
There you go.
I know to the month.
Yeah. Yeah. We're on to
He can.
9 years and 7 months.
Okay, 9 years.
Wow.
And my name is Malcolm Johnson, and I've been here for 13 years and 1 month.
Welcome.
I'm glad you're here.
Pleasure to meet you guys.
Did you sign in?
No. I took the liberty to handle the torch this morning to young man. He's been here for only 4 months, and he's accomplished a great deal of things, and he's learned a lot, watching his transform from one person to another. And I think he has a lot to add to, so I asked him to stay in today because we thought we were doing the entry meeting, and he made sure he got home. He's like, this guy's working hours, like all the guys work amazing hours, most of the guys, but he's working at a donut shop is a hard thing because you can only do donuts in the morning before everybody gets up. So it's a lot. So thank you. All right. So I guess I'll just start off with giving you a story about my life. You know what I mean? I'm a military brat. So I've lived, tough nigga with a passport is what I call it. Been all around the world. I ended up stuck in North Highlands, California. You know what I mean? Successful homelessness and whatever else goes on. I've only been there once since I got out of jail 4 months ago, but you know what I mean? Got in there and got out of there real fast. I don't like to see that like this. But,
I've just been a career criminal, basically. You know, been doing this shit since I can. My mom said as soon as I was walking that they couldn't even keep me tied down. The door was open, I was running. I get brought home by the police or whoever else. You know what I mean? So I've been doing this a long time. Had a little problem with kleptoisms, taking everything that wasn't mine. I wanted, I took it. Now I live a better life. I don't do that type of stuff no more. But I guess I'll just go fast forward to my last little stint in jail. You know what I mean? I went to prison scamming at 40 years old. It was crazy. I woke up for my 40th birthday at Tracy reception, freezing cold, trying to fucking get up on the wall because the motherfucker's supposed to have a wall heater. I don't know how that worked. But, so I went to prison, got out of prison, tried to get my shit together. You know, Corona hit, got all my EDD money, relapsed with the money. So, you know, with that little run, with the relapse, I already knew. I told myself, don't go back to jail, don't become homeless. So, both of those things happened. So I get caught up 23. So it took me about 2 years to really, I done caught like 3 cases, so it all stacked up. Finally, they took me and they wasn't letting me out, so I got to the county. I mean, I'm not really a religious person, but you know what I mean, I try to stay on a spiritual plane, always look out for people, look out for the game, always try to take care of my crew, but you know what I mean, I just really didn't ever trust the crew because I never wanted to have that Rico shit, you know what I mean, I was always top of the food chain, did crime like that, but I didn't want nobody to rat on me, so I didn't trust the crew, pyramid scheme, scamming, I was good at scamming, I'm not even gonna lie, I do a lot of money, a lot of good times. Signed up in the county for retail theft. Running out to the emergency exit. Me and my boy, name's Greg. We've been running a long time. I never really did the retail theft thing, but when I did it, I do everything to the max. So I do like I get high to the max, I love to the max, steal, retail theft was my thing. I was doing it to the 10th power. You know what I mean? But so when I hit the county this time, I just told myself that, man, I can't keep living like this. So I got on my knees, asked God for forgiveness, and what he told me was, don't worry about asking me forgiveness, ask yourself for forgiveness. So with that, I forgave myself for all my issues, for all my little past, being a deadbeat dad, having kids, not being a father to them. You know, just where I was at, 40-ish. I'm 46-ish, I think, almost close to 50, but I just asked for forgiveness. I forgave myself was the ultimate thing. I mean, that was ultimately what kind of kept me stuck in my addiction. Is just my mind and where I was at, and just staying stagnant with life. You know what I mean, I want more. So, like I said, I forgave myself. So that's just a little bit of story about myself and where I'm at in life. You know what I mean, I don't have no desire to get high anymore. That doesn't align with where I'm trying to be or where I'm trying to go. So it's just, I don't even think about it anymore. I mean, if I wanted to think about it, I guess I could pull up in my neighborhood and see all the tweakers. Pull them down the street, see the motherfuckers out there moving. On the bus, I see a lot of them motherfuckers moving fast. I'm like, damn, I'm like, I don't miss none of them days. Got a lot of fun though. So, I just want a simple class. I didn't expect to be talking for hella long, but I was just gonna go over the Serinity prayer because I use that. And like I said, I'm not really religious. I believe in the source. My higher power is the source, and it's God and it's love. God, love, to me is the same thing. You know what I mean? I feel like God doesn't push a evil envelope. And if you think of God, you think of love. That's what it is to me. So it's like I simplify shit, and that's what it is to me. Love. God is love. But so, you know, God granted me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change. So, you know what I mean? That's, I don't know if we can start off with like what people say, what serenity is. Because that's kind of like the main word for me. Serenity. Anybody know what serenity is?
Peace.
Peace. Tranquility.
Stillness of your mind.
Yeah.
I don't know, I spelled it right.
Acceptance.
Stillness of the mind.
Calm.
Ultimately, with this first little paragraph, is I guess I should have said the grant, because grant is like almost. I'm not trying to say it's like almost like a spell. I'm not going to talk all witchcraft type issue, but you know what I mean. But it's like it's something that a lot of people say. What's crazy is when I was in reentry, they don't do. In security and all through the jail, they do like a prayer call type. They're not a prayer call, but they have a time when they read the Daily Bread.
Daily Bread, yeah.
But see, reentry, they don't do that. And I feel like when you get a bunch of brothers angry and everybody's all on the same page, I feel like that's power. Just like, you know what I mean? So if everybody's doing the Serenity prayer at once, I feel like that's a lot of power. You know what I mean? So when I got to security and I got kicked out of reentry, they did that back there. I'm with the Killers and Zillas and all these, gang banging shit, you know what I mean? But, it was crazy. But we would do this every night in security, not in range. But, so God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change. So, with the Serenity prayer, I use it in a lot of things, you know what I mean? Just like, the past is the past, you know what I mean? The past is what like got me stuck in my addiction. The past is over though. We can't change the past. So we gotta let that shit go. So a lot of people, they get stuck in regrets, resentments, bad situations, bad circumstances, bad relationships, just a whole bunch of things. But you know what I mean? You gotta let that shit go. You know what I mean? You don't wanna like let that shit determine your future.
Sorry. It's too deep.
I know Eric is at work.
So
Okay, no,
I
Eric
guess
got a job, huh?
I would ask a couple of things, like I guess people would say like things that they would want to forget, or I don't know, sort of get no participation or something. You don't gotta get all personal intricate, but you know what I mean? Something that you feel like you should let go. I could have you write it on a piece of paper and throw it in the garbage, because that's part of what it's worth. So,
Definitely past traumas that I felt like, to me, Serenity would be like absolving myself from the feeling of having the responsibility to control, right? Things that I cannot change anymore.
Yeah.
And so that's what Serenity for me is really, is like absolving myself of that responsibility of control. And the things that I would want to accept that I cannot change anymore would be like past traumas.
Yeah, I can get that, because I had a childhood traumas myself. But you know what I mean, what held me back and kept me in my addiction is the simple fact that I was a man, that I am a man, and I was a deadbeat dad to my kids. You know what I mean? I got a 20-year-old daughter. I don't know. I mean, I got a 16-year-old and I got a 10-year-old. You know what I mean? But that's something that just kept me stuck. And like I just wouldn't forgive myself. So, you know what I mean? That caused me trauma. It caused my life trauma. So, you know what I mean? Now I let that shit go. Yeah.
For me, it's like God grant me the strength to accept things I cannot change. Like you said, the childhood trauma, and give me the strength to be able to heal from it, work through it, and let that shit go. Excuse my language, and just become stronger in the person that He created me to be.
That's right.
For me, to accept the things I cannot change is important to me, because I can't change the fact that Mike is gone.
Yeah.
And I can't change the fact that the doctors failed him. I can't, So I say this prayer every day too. So it helps me.
Anybody else want to put something out there? Because they said you put it out there, you know what I mean? It's really the release of it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna pressure nobody. You know what I mean? So I think the second Anybody know the second paragraph?
I do. The courage to change the things I can.
Courage to accept.
Courage to change the things I can.
Courage to accept the things I can change, right?
Courage
The courage to change the things
I can.
I can.
And the courage to change
I'm just gonna pull this out because I already wrote it. But this all easy. I mean, easier. I don't want to rewrite something I already wrote. Whoa.
That's what I said.
Oh, you just went.
Here we go.
You just went from first grade to college.
Right?
Yeah. Wait a minute, I left and the board was in there. I'm like, whoa.
Man, I did my homework and I sat here trying to get it done. You know what I mean? But so to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can. So let's talk about courage and to change the things I can. So you know what I mean? Just go around this room and just start. Does anybody know what courage is?
So what?
Strength.
Strength.
I know what it is.
That's what.
Number 5.
Nah, I'm off. You see how I already went too far? But so courage, strength.
My understanding of courage in this context is strength in the face of fear.
Yes, trusting in God's will.
Okay.
Putting on God's armor and going into the spiritual world.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
I can do that. So.
I think for me, or like honestly, and I'm trying to take it all in right now, but it's just the identification that my steps are ordered, and so if I go back with past regrets and say, oh, I wish I could have changed this or I could have changed that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want to ride where I am today had I not gone through what I've gone through.
For sure.
And so just to identify that those things that I like what Christina told me that your testimony, your testimony is now your resume. You know, what has happened is now who you are today and what you've gone through. And not to be ashamed and attach feelings to those things, you know? To just stand up and be bold in all boldness. Be courageous. Say, this is who I am and this is what happened.
Yeah.
Would I have changed it? No, because I want to ride where I am today.
For sure.
Maybe in the moment, maybe in the pain. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think so. 'Cause I could have changed it if I could have changed it.
Yeah.
You know? So just to identify that the past is the past, and the courage is just to know that I do have a choice when I'm not in my sickness, you know?
Yeah.
And to stay in that health so that I can identify the past.
Sure. Because I feel like the past has made me who I am. You know, I'm thankful. I can put all the emphasis on like me in the streets. I had a lot of fun. But then, like I said, I had a lot of hard times too. That was all brought on, that I brought on to myself. You know what I mean? With self-sabotage and just, you know what I mean, being weak. I mean, I let the dope take charge. I mean, and be my source. That's not my source. No.
I think courage is having the ability and strength to do what is right when you see that things need to change in yourself, being able to put it down and accept somebody else's guidance or step out of your own bull crap, and having the courage to do that. Because everything is everything, okay? The shoulda, woulda, couldas, we all experience that, but being able to see what's working, what's right in front of you, and having that courage to change, that is a big deal. To see that something needs to be right and you step out and do it, that's courage, to change. I really like the word courage.
Sure. I think everything that you go through, you know what I mean? I think, you know what I mean? I have a feeling that you went through it for a reason. And like you were just saying, you know, to piggyback you, that it makes you who you are. It makes you, you know what I mean, be resilient. It makes you understand, like, and be a better version of you. You know, because everyone here is trying to be a better version of themselves. So, you know what I mean? That's why we have this fellowship. That's why we're here. Is because of humility. I mean, because
And courage.
For sure.
You
For
know, I
sure.
think it takes courage for each and every one of us to sit where we are today and not know what's going to happen tomorrow. I mean, we know today because we're sober-minded and self-controlled.
Yeah.
But before, you know, we didn't have that sober mind, and we didn't really, we were like I said, lost in the cesspool.
Yeah.
But now we have the courage to step out and to walk into faith and kind of be bold and go after what it is that we want, and have trust that we're gonna walk into the unknown, but we're gonna know through the process, you know. So that takes a lot of courage for us to just stay in our seat.
For sure. For sure. Like me myself, like courage is just why I hustle. You know what I mean? Why? You know what I mean? I don't take no for an answer. Why? You know what I mean? I have goals set. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to achieve them. I'm just checking them off. And I keep goals like these are simplified goals. So I've been knocking them down. You know what I mean? Me myself. You know what I mean? I'm just speaking from my own perception of my own courage and when I get up and what I need. And you know what I mean? My peers that help me and give me rides and I'm just thankful. You know what I mean? I have a lot of gratitude to my circumstance, Malcolm, and colleagues, and everyone here.
My pin.
What current goals are you doing right now? And what college classes are you taking?
Okay, I'm taking a sociology class, and I'm taking a human service, intro to human services, and I have world religion.
That's right.
That's a lot of work.
Congratulations,
You
man.
can do it.
I see courage as willingness to allow God's will to be happen, because you know we already have everything we need in us.
Sure.
We just have not. We've been afraid to allow that to shine through, and we've avoided it, ignored it, put it to rest. You know, so it's not something new to me. It's just making that decision in that pit and that been beaten into submission. Like finally, you have to change, otherwise you're gonna die.
Yeah.
And that's willingness to, you know, allow God in, or wake up, or be shine within, you know, because it's already there. That's what I see. And I need my pin back, please, when you're done. That's stolen.
That's quite hard.
Thank you.
I was just gonna say this similar, you know,
Thank you.
courage to surrender to God, courage to surrender to love, because there is a better way in life, and God is life and God is love. So just to surrender.
Definitely. Well, I got this little simple quote, but problems being chances to grow. I mean, kind of piggyback on what you were talking about. And just try it.
I had a question about your school. Are you going to? Are you just taking like college courses, or are you going for like a certification?
I'm going for right now. It's for an AA in chemical dependency.
Oh, okay.
Good for you.
I mean, like basically, my future truths are I'm gonna be a counselor. I'm probably gonna help kids. I don't really want to do the adult thing. I feel like adults are pretty much set in their ways, which kids are too. So, but I mean, I feel like a younger mind is more open to
Change.
yeah, and you know what I mean, and you know, because I'm getting younger.
That's right. That's right.
You know, get in with the kids. You know, give me some grill and
I support you.
snack and stuff.
And I support you in that too.
It's cool.
But,
Because you're good too.
remember that? It's like, so I'll go to the last of it, which is the courage to change the things I can. So the courage to change the things I can is, like you were just saying, the courage to believe in ourselves that whatever we want is in us. So you know what I mean, our thoughts, we control everything. You know what I mean? Like I'm just kind of say like God being in us. You know what I mean? We all have like that God molecule. We all have them genetics. Because if you are a kid of God, or you have them genetics in you, so I mean, you can discuss this and go religious all day, but you know what I mean? The genetics are in you, so you know what I mean? And you have all the power within you to change things. You know what I mean? Change your life, change your circumstance, and you can get whatever you want. You can manifest things that you wouldn't believe. You know what I mean? I've done it. Just life. But the wisdom to know the difference. So So the wisdom to know the difference between things you can change and things you cannot change. I mean, so letting go of the things that you cannot change, I think you free up things and you free up your mind to more clarity, more room in your mind to just be open to accept the abundance of life and positive things that will happen for you. You don't want to have clutter in your mind of shit that you can't change. I mean, like shit, that shit's gonna fucking hold you back. So, that's the wisdom.
Junk in, junk out.
Yeah, for sure. Does anybody know the difference between knowledge and wisdom?
Knowledge is like accumulation, but just like facts, like a large amounts of facts or information, and wisdom is knowledge, experience with that information, and I think that's how yeah.
Definitely. We were talking about that earlier. Just knowledge, and I guess wisdom comes a lot with time.
Age.
Age, definitely. Age. Or, because
Respect
there's
your
old
elders.
souls. Yeah, definitely. But, they don't do that these days. You know what I
No,
mean?
they don't.
They think they know everything. They don't respect their elders. But, you know what I mean? I did. And that's why I feel like I'm ultimately still here, about to push 50. And I'm thankful for that. You know what I mean? But I've always had respect and got respect. But wisdom is, I guess it'd be like some aged wine, prime wine,
Well, I
extra
think
gold.
it's the innate, I'm sorry. I think it's the innate ability to discern between your courage and your serenity, to have that discernment, that right and wrong.
Yeah,
To be able to identify that innate ability that God is within us.
Yeah.
It's telling us, no, this feels better, that feels wrong, And labels work in the way. I always try to say that because, I don't like the word wrong. I don't like the word negative. I don't like, It's just a different power. It's just a different perspective. But it's that innate ability to be able to identify that, that's it's within all of us.
So do you feel like in I don't know your history or nothing, but we all know that right and wrong is a pretty simple, straightforward idea. It's a way of life. And me, myself, I always chose the wrong way, which now I tell my kids, you can go the wrong way, which is going to be hard. You're going to be old like me, or you go the right way, which don't seem like the easier way, but it is going to be doing the right things the right way. Like now I live in the righteous, values of my life now. That's how I value my life, and things are coming to me like how they're supposed to come. But, but just the way, rights, wrongs, but, the balance.
Well, I think it goes hard.
I just wanted to turn the knowledge and wisdom thing into a mathematical equation. Knowledge plus wisdom equals understanding. Okay? You could have the knowledge about something, you could read a book to be a mechanic or a counselor, but if you haven't been through it, then you don't know it. I can give people a book to read, be a mechanic, but they still gotta go in there and fix it.
Sure.
And it's a whole different story. So when you do 1 + 1, you get another. So when you have this understanding why you're going through stuff and why it adds up and everything works out, I call that, wisdom. So it's like a super mathematical equation to me.
That's the formula.
Well, it's a biblical thing. It says above knowledge and wisdom, above all things, you can't understand it. For sure. And so that one brings out to me, I already know my background with the Bible stuff, but everything keeps popping up. It makes sense.
Yes.
Wisdom is using the knowledge that you've learned in your experiences that you've attained over your life, course of your life, that you're able to use that knowledge as wisdom, your wisdom.
Sure.
Practicing it, yeah.
So, just go over these things that I wrote, kind of talked about.
There's more.
That was all. I did not see that. It only goes to 2, right? Does it go?
Just 2.
Is it infinite?
There's nothing in
Infinite.
And if we plug it in, we can print out what it right on.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, there's no more. Yeah, that's the whiteboard I've ever seen. They always crank switch it right on.
That's cool.
Sorry.
Does it take a special kind of paper they don't make anymore though?
That's what
Does it take a special kind of paper they don't make anymore?
No, they make it. I just had to run out of my way.
That is true.
Yeah.
So I
You can take a picture of it with your phone.
Yeah, that's old
It
school.
was cheaper.
That's called doodling.
But it was really cool when you needed something. You know, you just print it and then print it on a machine.
This is some solutions. I mean, this is just something that's like really on my mind a lot. You know what I mean? With a lot of my past that I'm trying to make better. You know what I mean? I guess just trying to mend different relationship, bridges I burned. So I try to think in solution. You know what I mean? After the Serinity prayer, because anytime I run into any types of understanding that I can't get through or someone's not understanding, baby mamas and all that type of shit, I just hit that Serinity prayer on them and be like, man, I can't change the past, but you know what I mean? I'm definitely working on the future. You know what I mean? I'm trying to have the wisdom and understanding and just move in a different path. So I want to talk about solutions, just like solutions in life and processing, not, you know, reacting to emotions that are, you know, because emotions come and they go, but it's all about how you react to them. So the reaction process and just, for instance, trying to think of something.
Yeah, the hand.
I was thinking reaction. No, I was just thinking reactions while you were talking. Trying to think of something.
Well, being honest with yourself and others. Honesty for me is a huge solution to my problems.
So that own self picture.
Yeah.
The ability to listen.
I know everything. I don't want to listen to you.
I don't want to paint.
I think like the start of the process
I don't want to paint.
for solutions, like if it's involved like a conflict or looking, you know, especially if it involves a conflict, like you look, your feelings. You have to first be aware of what you're feeling, and that prevents you from reacting. So emotional intelligence or something like that. Yeah. It has to play a part in a solution, right? Because yeah,
It's a good area. Emotional intelligence.
Emotional awareness.
yeah.
Trusting the process. Because if you know you're doing the right thing and you keep doing that, you'll end up in the right place.
So that's basically like faith. That's faith, right?
Say that again.
That's
Putting faith into action.
Well, you have faith in the trust in the process, right?
Yep.
The process.
Just knowing
and the
that
source.
what you're doing, if you keep doing the right thing, you're going to get the rewards.
Exactly.
I was thinking communication.
Definitely. Communication is top of the list.
Effective.
Oh yeah, that's a good. That's a pillar.
Effective communication.
No baseball bats, right?
Like that's a key one. Like when I was sitting in jail, like that was one of the things like that I'm definitely on my list that I had like trying to work on communicating. You know, back when I was getting high, like I was fuck emotions. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna smoke till, you know what I mean? That's the only emotion I want to feel right now. It's high. You know, I'm gonna smoke until I don't have any emotion.
I was gonna say you made that.
Ain't that the truth?
But you know, now I definitely trying to communicate better. You know, with people I come in contact with, people like fixing those bridges I burned, baby mamas, peers, just trying to, just be
Mamas.
mamas.
Be impeccable with your word.
Man, yeah, I was busy.
Baby mama tried though.
But communication, I think, is
Them
key
ganging
to
up on
a
you.
lot of things. You know what I mean? Because you got to communicate with yourself, inner dialogue you have with yourself, and the negative thoughts, and suppressing that type of shit. Because thoughts are temporary. You know what I mean? Let's just get real. Like, you can have an emotion, but it might not be what it really is. And
Well, that's what I was gonna say, is cognitive awareness.
yeah,
I think
definitely.
is even like a step, because your emotions are barometer of your thinking.
Yeah.
And so when you're feeling something, it's kind of check your thoughts, you know what I mean? Because you're actually taking something on, or you're putting something out, or, you know, so I think cognitive awareness goes along with emotional awareness.
For sure. That's, I guess, you know what I mean, that's what we're doing now, isn't it? Cognitive CBT, what is it called?
CBT.
Cognitive
behavior.
Whatever, little acronyms on what we do. I told y'all I've been overdosing. I've been overdosing on this. I need a Narcan on all these emotions. I still talk shit, you know what I mean? I've been talking for a whole year. And this shit is like, dang,
Right.
it gets to be a lot, Christine.
Well, a sick mind can't heal a sick mind, so we need somebody else's a better influence, something, you know, new rituals and new practices. So you have to change your patterns. So you have to find a better pattern or better influences in the world to get, you know, to change. It's a solution to you know, your repeat on, you know, dysfunction at its finest, because that's the past repeats itself unless you know, change your ways. So the willingness to change your ways is part of doing something different.
Or, you know, me reaching out to, I guess that's why NA and AAs, they have like such a following, because you get around a bunch of people that got the same disease or the same issues. People can understand. Like-minded.
Sober-minded, yeah.
Exactly.
Would optimism be a thing for
For
sleepers?
sure. You know what I mean? I would say that's like trust in the process.
Yeah, positivity, but positive is already up there.
Optimism is like, I live in optimism. I'm optimistic at all times. That, you know what I mean? And because of the courage I have, optimistic is my best friend. It'll be like my right. Yeah, like it gotta get better. I mean, I have faith in the process, and I know my life's gonna get better. You know what I mean?
It is better.
It is better.
It is better.
Learning to respond instead of react.
Learning to respond and react
Instead of reacting.
Oh,
yes. That's a hard one.
A response takes time to think. A reaction is like, well, it's like a reflex. And I
Exactly.
I said that because I'm thankful for my reactive ways, but I wish that, like, they're a blessing and a curse. Like, I notice things falling or something like that, I'm quick, I catch it before it hits the floor. Well, that's how I act when something happens too. I come out of my face like real quick before I check myself, and learning to respond, take 5, sit back, and process what happened. It would be a blessing for me, but at the same time, if I don't learn how to balance that, I'll lose the same reactive ability to catch something before it falls. So there's learning how to respond is a big job for me. I struggle with reacting.
I definitely struggle at it. I'm gonna give an instance of you calling me defensive when you told me that I was doing too much. You're like, hey, are you getting defensive? It wasn't defensive, but I still like, because I'm trying to be a better communicator, I try to bring the levels of my voice down and accept criticism, or you know what I mean, what would you call it, or just be open to it, or you know what I mean, and
Constructive criticism.
yeah, you know what I mean, but you know what I mean, a lot, in my old ways and my old programming, I want to, man, fuck you, is what the fuck I want to say. Fuck you, Malcolm. I can do this shit till motherfucking in my sleep. But, you know what I mean?
Pretty much said that.
But it's real. You know what I mean? I'm doing a lot. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make this shit happen. You know what I mean? I'm patient but impatient. You know what I mean? The oxymoron to that.
The spirit of discernment.
Yeah. discernment.
Well,
Blew that right off.
yeah, I mean, for me, it's like the ability to know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk, when to run. You know what I mean? It's the ability to hold back. That's wisdom.
Yeah.
That's wisdom. You know what I mean? The like I have a personality kind of like yours, where I'm just like bubbling over, and I just want to share, and I just have a lot to say. So in the moment, I have to just like yield and be like, you know what? Just let it take its course, because you know it'll come.
Yeah,
It'll come in its time. You know, so trying to have that ability to just shut up and listen. You know.
Back to your serenity prayer. Accept the things that cannot change and the wisdom to know the difference when it's time to change. That courage, that takes courage. It's time to make a change. I am. I get defensive. My ego's in there, like everybody else's. You think you know what you know when you know it, and you better believe it's coming to the front. So I'm just glad to be here because I pretty much learned a lot about myself with you guys.
Sure.
I think a little tool that someone taught me was, you start when you want to speak or respond to someone or answer a question or whatever, your very first word is breath. So you always that's your first word. So if someone's asking you something, you just take your breath first. That's your first word. And that kind of helps, control the responsive, reactive. But it's hard to remember when you're going to be reactive.
Well, you know what I mean? Me,
practice.
I'm impulse. I'm impulse. If I feel it, I'm going to say it. And without the discernment, I'm just going to say it. And hoping things work out the right way. But it's been going the wrong way, but now I'm living my life of being more righteous and living on the righteous path. Everything goes how it's supposed to go. Exactly.
Well, I think patience is important to find solutions.
Sure.
Patience with yourself.
At the top of this thing.
Because I could have wrote it a little more cleaner for you, but that's okay.
Show us where you're at right now.
Yeah. Definitely, but so I just would project onto everybody here to always think solutions. Don't be impulsively reactive to certain scenarios that need your energy. I mean, don't give your fucking energy to bullshit. Don't give your energy to someone that's not worth it. I mean, I get caught up a lot of times. Like, for instance, the other day I was on the bus, and the bus driver said some little slick shit to me, and I was ready to fight his ass. All this shit. But then I had to think to myself, like, what the fuck am I giving this motherfucker my energy for? This fake ass Jesus dude got a cross on, but here he is talking shit to me. You know what I mean? So, I'm human. You know what I mean? I have to catch myself before I just. But you know what I mean? I live a better life now. You know what I mean? So I was able to process it before I went up and slapped the shit out of him or got into a fight. You know what I mean? Got beat up or something because I can't.
We're not right on the bus again.
Oh, and I didn't want to fuck that up. I can't do that. And might not drive that right now. You know what I mean? But I did just get my license released from child support, so that's positive. Now I mean, I'm not gonna loan me some money to buy a car.
You're not gonna loan Malcolm some money.
I got a car for someone.
But, so I'm just gonna end this little quote. It kind of sums up everything that I was just talking about.
You gonna pay us? No.
That's all right.
No, you still right? But
No, I can't see. I'm not wearing my glasses.
it looks like
I never see you wearing glasses.
She never wears a.
I had them on the other day when I came in.
You
I
did?
got it from my dad's house.
I thought of
Oh.
that too.
You had it right.
I said the E, your F looked like an E.
Okay, I'm gonna be patient and try to take my time.
Patience.
We.
Yeah, be patient.
Is it too hard?
Yeah.
Two F's.
Now the whole class is gonna go in slow mode.
Suffering. We're so used to suffering.
Suffering, that's easy.
Passing notes.
Online. Wanna try?
We
Try
suffer
the action on
more
it.
imagination than
We suffer
reality.
more in
We
imagination
suffer
than
more
reality.
in imagination.
Rules.
Yeah, and so what that means to me is getting caught up in my mind, imagining things, or just like being hard on myself on some shit that I can't control. You know what I mean? Not letting go of things that are already done. Shit, that's to me, that's my imagination. You know, mind playing tricks on me type shit.
Anxiety 101.
For sure. But I mean, reality is easy. You know what I mean? Everybody has that, like I said, that molecule in them to have that power in them and change their circumstances and their situation. So, you know what I mean? So, this kind of stuff, you know, that's what I was trying to
Stay in the present, stay in reality.
definitely. And that's really
I just want to add one thing that I learned because this reminded me of it is that fear in our head, the things we're afraid of, and that we play in our heads over and over again. Scientifically, they've found out that maybe 1% of all the things we're afraid is going to happens ever. So those things we're wasting time worrying about, it doesn't even happen ever. Never does happen.
Even the worst, you know, the worst part about that is that they already happened in your mind and they don't have to happen. You beat yourself up. You went through. That's where our anxiety comes from. We play stuff in our head. We future trip and
Create it.
again with the Bible thing. I don't know why, but
Because it's meant to be.
it's like if you thought it, you've already done it.
Right. What
You
is
played
there
it in the
without
spiritual world? It gave you a spiritual response.
God.
Disturbed your emotions, disturbed everything else. Even though it didn't play out on the physical side.
what you're talking about.
That I could see.
Caught up in fears and social standards. Fuck fear.
Huh?
Fuck fear.
Screw guilt. Screw guilt.
Excuse my language, but you know what I mean, it keeps us back. You know what I mean? Now I live a different life. I mean, I'm toe to toe with fear at all times.
Or
Because you know they say the closest thing to success is failure. So you know what I mean? It's right there. And everybody's hoping, you know what I mean, act like they got your back, but they really want to see you fail. You know what I mean? In hindsight, they don't want to see you win, and it's like that's why I don't choose to be around those types of people. You know what I mean? That want that type of energy. I call them like my mama's energy vampires. They want your energy. People want you, yeah, they want your energy, and that's why they be around. That's why it's just always it's been. Gian.
Does anybody know the acronym for fear?
False evidence, but very real.
Or F everything and run.
I hear the hell out of that.
That's the one I know. Fuck everything.
Right.
I never heard that one.
False evidence, but very real.
And I just want to, just really quick, if it's okay, but faith is the evidence of things hoped for. And it was profound to me when I heard somebody say that, and what I identified with is that hope has to happen in the mind. You can't have hope unless you imagine it. And so just like you can imagine fear, you know, you gotta imagine manifest your day the next day, you manifest in your next moment. Like seriously, we don't know if we step off, we're gonna fall into the abyss. But we have faith because we built up enough experience to kind of identify and know that it's not gonna fall into the abyss. But, you know, the things hoped for happen in the mind, just like fear. So you're living in, again, negative, positive, black or white, good or bad, God or devil, whatever you call it. You know?
Okay, yeah.
You are what you think.
That just reminded me of something I did forget to talk about.
We got an encore.
By popular demand. That did remind me. Well, this is a word I just came across. It's called temperance. Does anybody know what that means?
The temperature.
It's a good word.
Temperance is like making something tougher. It's getting pounded to temper something. You know, it's
Make it stronger.
make it stronger.
Yeah.
Make
So it has
Like tempered glass.
it has multiple meanings, but what it means right now in my mind is
That's all that matters right now.
practice. Controlling.
Well, that would be correct. Well, I'm just looking. Well, no, I looked at it in a whole different way, to be tempered, you know.
Crazy is I think it has a lot of references to alcoholism. But you know, in drugs too, yeah.
That's a good word
That's
to keep
also
in mind, that's for sure. Don't worry, I'm gonna get a projector for you so you can just throw it up there.
This is a good word for everybody to, you know. Practice of controlling one's actions, thoughts, or feelings, or voluntarily refraining from doing something. And wisdom goes beyond knowledge. And so, you know, that was a word I did have wrote down.
That's the word we keep eating.
It has like other meanings. I get it's multitasking, just like I'm multicultural.
But it definitely does a lot of things that we need to practice.
But everybody's getting restless. I guess I'm called break time. Then.
Yes, good idea.
So before you guys leave, just want to say thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, man.
You weren't in your video
I
though.
think you're gonna be a great.
Yes, you are.
Facilitator because you hold people's attention.
Did you get that?
You have some fun to it.
Yeah, he read it out.
I think he found his calling for kids. Right? Yeah. He's got a big smile.
Yeah, we're coming back in 15.
Yay.
45.
What time?
I need an hour to throw this out there for some homework.
What time did you come from?
You go, Pastor Swift.
Thank you,
bro.
I don't think we
You did good, man.
Appreciate it, man.